Alright, so for my vanilla custard, for my fruit tart, you're going to need flour, sugar, heavy cream, vanilla, eggs, and salt, a bowl and a whisk, and some measuring cups and measuring spoons. Okay, so I already measured out my sugar in here. Right now I'm going to do my flour. So this is 1.5 cups of sugar. I'm gonna do 4 tablespoons of flour. And I'm doing a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna whisk this all together. Now I'm going in with my heavy cream. You're gonna need 1.5 cups of heavy cream. Heavy cream. This is my vanilla. Going in with 4 tablespoons of vanilla. This is vanilla paste. You can also use regular vanilla extract for this. Whisk that together. And this is going to be baked for about 45 minutes to an hour in your pre-baked crust. My crust was baked for only 15 minutes. If you choose to use a pastry cream, you should bake your crust all the way through, which should take about 20 to 30 minutes. But if you're doing my method, only 10 to 15 minutes in the oven, and you don't want to bake your crust all the way through because you're going to put it back in the oven for it to finish baking. That's what this is looking like so far. And now I'm gonna go in with 6 eggs. Gonna whisk that in. And if you are only doing 1 tart, half everything that I told you to measure out. This is for 2 tarts. I will be right back when it's ready to pour. Okay, so right now I'm just going to pour, very simple, pour my custard batter into my slightly cooled Tart crust. And like I said, you're going to bake it for 30 minutes to an hour, or until the custard is set. And you can check that by using a knife or a cake tester or a thermometer that's smaller than a knife, so you don't have like a slit in it or anything. But it is going to be covered by the fruit, so maybe it doesn't matter to you, but it's your choice. And I'll be back when it's out. My oven is still at 350 degrees, so I'm going to start at 30 minutes and then check it, and yeah, I'll be right back when it's done baking. Okay guys, I'm back. So my tart was in the oven for about 35 minutes. As you can see, the custard itself puffed up, but as it cools, it will go down, the puffing. And I'm going to let this cool down and then put it in the fridge overnight, and I will be topping it with fruit tomorrow. And the fruits I'm going to be using are mangoes, kiwis, raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries. You can use whatever fruits you want. You don't have to use as many fruit as I'm using. You can use one or two. I suggest that you do not use like really juicy or watery fruits like watermelon or like pineapple. You should like steer clear of those. But yeah, I will show you how I do that tomorrow. And it's all going to be in one video. But thank you for watching this part, and I'll see you soon. So guys, this is my tart. It has been cooling in the fridge for about, I want to say 3 hours. I'm going to release it now, just so I can put it on a cake board and put it into a box for the time being. Okay, so I have a small offset spatula here. I'm just going to gently get in between the bottom and the tart and release it from here, being sure not to mess up the bottom. See, easy release right there onto my cake board. Easy slide, easy and practically clean. So you want to be sure to get, you can use a non-stick pan, but I would still spray it. And yeah, be sure to get a tart pan with a bottom that comes out. Hey guys, I'm back, and I just wanted to show you all the fruit that I will be using to top off my fruit tarts. I have some blackberries here, raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, kiwi, and mango, all of which are fresh. I'm about to wash these and slice up these mango and kiwi, and I'll show you how I slice one of my mangoes and one of my kiwis, and then I'll come back and show you how I put everything on my fruit tart. Okay guys, so as you can see, I peeled one side of my mango. You do not want your mango to be too soft and juicy. It's kind of hard to pick which ones would be the right ones, but this is what my mango is looking like. This is normally how I cut my mango. I'm actually going to get a bigger knife. You do not have to use a bigger knife. This is just a preference for me. And I'm going to cut down to have it's like this. I'm going to peel the other side. Okay, same thing to the other side. You're basically cutting around the seed. Like that. Fill a bowl. side. And then I'm going to cut around the seeds on the sides also. Hopefully you guys can see it. Just get the side meat off of there. If you cut down and you still feel the seed, it's okay. You can always eat it instead of using it. Yeah, the seed is pretty big in this one, so it's gonna be a snack for me after I'm done with this. And I'm going to peel probably 3 of my mangoes because I have 2 tarts to cover with mango. Let me do this one. Same process, peel one side. You basically want to prep all your fruit so when it's time to cover, you don't have to stop and peel or wash anything or cut anything up. The berries, the only berry that I cut up is the strawberries. If you wanted to cut up the like blackberries, you can cut them in half and like lay them flat, but that's not how I like to decorate mine. I kind of like to give my tart some height. So yeah. And if you wanted to, you can cover this whole tart in mango, whole tart in strawberry, whole tart in grapes. It really just depends on your preference. But with mine, you can kind of think of it as a fruit salad. A pretty, very pretty fruit salad. Nope. Nope. Another snack for me. Snack. Having another plate here. And I'm going to get one of my mango pieces and do some cuts. You want to get these as even as possible, and you want it to be about this thick so it can stand up and not be flimsy, but not be too thick when you bite into it either. And I'm going to do this to all of my mango pieces. And I'm done cutting now, so I'm just going to move this over to my plate. And that's that, and I will be back when I am peeling and cutting a kiwi. Now, the kiwi is basically the same process. I'm going to peel it. Oh, actually, I'm going to cut off the ends. So there's flat edges just to the side, and then peel. Okay, peeled. Standing upright, I'm going to cut it in half. And just like the mango, I'm going to put it to the side. I'll just show you how I slice one really quickly. So with it laying this way, same way, you slice even cuts, not too thin, definitely not too thick, because you want it firm but pliable. So because the tart is round, not square. So about this thick. And I'm gonna put it on a plate and put it to the side, and I'll be back after I'm done peeling and cutting all of my kiwi. Okay guys, I just finished slicing up all of my kiwi, as you can see here. I'm just gonna put this to the side. And the last thing I need to prep are my strawberries. Now I'm going to be slicing my strawberries also. One of my fruit tarts are not going to have strawberries on them, but you just want to cut off the top and going this way. You don't want the ends. You don't want these. Same thing. Not too thin, not too thick. Straight cuts all the way down. Try not to bend your knife when you're cutting, because then you'll have like a thick bottom. Remember, no ends. And that's that. I'm gonna finish cutting all my strawberries, and when I come back, it'll be time to top the tart. Okay guys, so I have my fruit tart here, and now I'm just gonna start with my mango. Oh, I'll go with this one. And I'm just gonna start going all the way around like that, overlapping them. I don't know if you guys can see that. And you want it to stand up. It's kind of gonna look like a flower when I'm done. And I'm gonna go around one more time. And I'm starting in between one of the overlaps now. Okay. Now I'm gonna go in with my kiwi. This is what it's looking like so far. All these fruit really add pops of color to the fruit tart, which is why I like to use a variety of fruit, so it's not so bland with just one color. Going around again one more time. Okay, this is what it's looking like now. Now I'm going in with my strawberries. I'm going around twice with each of these fruits. But since the circle is obviously getting smaller and smaller, it comes down to the rest of the berries. The blackberries are next, and then the raspberries, and then the blueberries. That's what this is looking like now. Okay. Got my blackberries. These are not cuts, remember. And I'm just going to stand these up and put them in a circle around. It's gonna be one little circle around like so. And now I'm going in with the raspberries. Same thing. Like that. And now the blueberries. Just gonna do a little cluster right in the middle. And then I'm just gonna kind of like fill in any spots. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. If you want to keep it with just the little blueberries in the middle, you can. There we go. Okay, guys, so this is my fruit tart after it is all nicely dressed up with all my fruit. Got mango, kiwi, strawberry, blackberry, raspberry, and blueberry, and around. Very pretty to me. Okay, so now I have some peach preserves here. I am going to melt this down. You can also use apricot jam or peach jam instead of preserves. The preserves has the chunks in them. So I'm going to put this in a bowl. And I'm going to put it in the microwave for a little while just to like melt it down, get it a nice thin consistency. Have my brush here, and this is basically going to be a glaze that makes it nice and shiny. So I'm going to put this all the way around the tart, and I'll be back when it's done. Okay, so I have my peach preserves here warmed up. You don't want it too hot because you don't want your fruit to get like, you don't want to cook your fruit, and you don't want it to get like wilted and ugly because you just did all this work to make it pretty. So here's the fruit tart that we did. My brush, and you just want to gently go over the fruit. You want to get full coverage. Especially over the top. Gotta be very gentle with the middle. especially if you have like the blueberries scattered a little bit like I do. They'll move around if you're too harsh. So here it is, guys, my fruit tart with a baked vanilla custard topped with mango, kiwi, strawberry, blueberry, blackberry, and raspberry. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down in the comment section if you choose to try out my fruit tart recipe. Thank you so much for watching. As always, bye.